Gilla.
She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I get smoked already, so hard in my blunt.
Yo, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a fat minute again where I've been really inconsistent, but I think this year, guys, I'm really gonna try, especially this summer, just to be more consistent overall with my social media. First thing I want to say is, what do you guys want to be called? I feel like I say guys all the time, and I've been thinking, hey, should I call it what's up Juanotes? Juanotes is kind of too much, or do you guys have any like what up JPs? I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I don't know what you guys want to be called. Because me and David are both called Juan. You know, it's funny how I said me and David are called Juan because I just call him David all the time. I don't never call him Juan. But besides the point, yeah, let me know what you guys want to be called in the comments. I mean, like, literally, I feel like I don't want to be calling you guys because at the end of the day, you guys are just going to be part of the family here on this channel, you know, because you guys take time out of y'all's day to watch these videos and be hopefully entertained by what we do and what we say. Like I said, just let me know in the comments what you guys want to be called. I'll probably do a poll on my Insta. Y'all just be aware on that. I'll probably post a link in my bio too when I send that post and everything, or that poll. This video overall is gonna be about just what me and David would be doing kind of behind the scenes. Hopefully I can link up with him today. I'm just gonna give you guys a little rundown of what I got going on for today. I have slowly been learning about digital marketing, and that has been a process. I've been doing that for 2.5 weeks already now. Going on to my third. I think it's 2.5 weeks. Overall, I've already learned so much. That's already a glimpse of it. But I'll talk about that later on in the video. Also been doing more graphic design. And for some of y'all who don't know, I actually started a clothing line. I haven't fully dropped yet. I've been doing the mock-ups. I'm just looking for a manufacturer. I'm also trying to get my tech pack. That's a little depth into that. Overall, me and David have been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. We've been trying to keep more stuff low key just because we have big plans. And I mean, some people are always gonna be like, the less people know, the better. But sometimes there's got to be a certain point where you got to let a lot of people know what you're doing, so that when you're going to pop out, they know what to expect. They're not going to be like, yo, what the heck, they just did this out of the random. So it's like, it's all right. At the end of the day, it's like, show people what you're doing, but not everything completely, I guess you can say. But that's that. I'm finally kind of walking now. I mean, some of y'all guys who don't know, I've been on crutches. My knee kind of gets a little swelled up after the end of the day just because of just walking and just trying to build that strength up. That's a good progress. I've been actually able to just start walking now, and that's like the biggest blessing I could have already. Just finally I'm able to walk without the crutch. I mean, I had to use one crutch here and there. Yeah, I think we're gonna head to the gym, show a little bit of me lifting. I try to talk throughout the gym too, or how I'm feeling in the moment while lifting, see if it kind of my leg bothers me or certain things I gotta do to be careful with my leg while lifting. That's the rundown, I guess you can say. That is the rundown of what I'm gonna be doing today. Head to the gym right now, talk a little bit more about what I've been doing behind the scenes. As of right now, let's get ready to go to the gym. Yo, so the whole squad is here. Look at the lineup. You got my boy Hector right here, David, the super, don't mind the burp poops, and you got the lightning over there. Nah, I'm just kidding. The lightning clone finally made it to the gym. We gonna head into the gym. With the lightning. $100 max loss limit, so I got that back up. And then on my regular accounts, I got that up to $400 each. So a total win of $800 a day. While at the gym.
I ain't got a clue, bro.
So what can I say to you? But I'm off that, had to fall back. You got everybody thinking I'm all bad. You know the truth. I was always holding you down. You down. Baby, what we see ain't what it seems for this girl. What is love? What's that? Love, what is love? You believe it if I told you all about it? But our pressure just keep adding up. Then we just get mad and fuck. We was living fast as fuck. That's what get me high enough. All these people always lying about something. I'm sorry, I'm so fly, so what? Fuck, I'm gonna be sorry for.
I was count zeros. I'm a hometown hero.
And one thing I need is a mic. I low-key do feel like I need a mic to like here and there talk or here and there like talk throughout the video. There are times where like I just feel like my audio is booty. Slowly when I get a camera though, because I'm gonna sell my camera. If anyone wants to know about that, and I just want something better. So if you guys know any cameras in the comments down below, y'all let me know. If y'all know any cameras down in the comments. If y'all know any cameras, let me know in the comments below. I've been looking at the Sony, the ZV-10. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if it's called that, but that's the one I've been looking at it. And I heard it's a pretty good like just overall videography and photography, but I heard it's really good when it comes to just content creation, so that's what I want to get. And it doesn't seem too expensive compared to like other cameras when they're like 1,000 plus, you know. This one's like, I heard from the last time I saw it was like 700 bucks, probably 800 bucks. But yeah, so far the workout's pretty good. Chest and shoulders doing pretty good. Overall my shoulders are kind of burning though. Hella weak. I can't wait to hit legs though. Gosh, my legs feel so freaking small. Like I genuinely feel like I have chicken legs right now. Like it's so bad. Like, but soon I'll be able to hit legs again and get over this little hump. But damn.
I'm sorry I say that. Yeah. Swear the fame ain't changed shit but my mind. See the pattern, can you think a nigga blowing time? Is your blood? What we see ain't what it seems for this girl. What is love?
What's that?
What is love?
And finally we all done, guys. Low key was the longest workout I ever did because all my friends were there. As you guys saw in the beginning where I showed the lineup, I was talking to them, you know, just literally talking, chatting it up. Overall happy that I worked out and be able to just be blessed enough and overall grateful just be able to just work out and get better day by day, literally physically day by day. We're gonna head back home, probably like drink a little shake or something like that, and then I'll just get back to what I was talking about from the beginning of the video, just what we've been doing behind the scenes, kind of what me and Dave have been up to overall. But yeah, so far it's been a good day.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, we finally made it back home. You know, the gym was pretty good. It was a good workout, low key. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start talking about literally just what I've been kind of up to and just what behind the scenes, what I got cooking up. I started a clothing line, I want to say 2 months ago. The idea was in my head for like years, but it wasn't until this year was when I really wanted to just touch base on it again and realize, okay, I think I can make this work out, because I'm going to school how to learn to use like Adobe softwares, like graphic design overall in general. I guess you can say, we can call it that, graphic design. And I already learned the skill sets of how to use Adobe Illustrator, how to use Adobe Photoshop. It's always good to learn more skills. And that's what I want to also talk about as well later in the video. Yeah, I was literally starting my clothing line 2 months ago. I want to say maybe 3, just the idea was already in my head of what I wanted to do. It took me a while to figure out a name, and to figure out the name, you know, you want it to be unique. You don't want it to be just like every other brand. And especially that I'm going for streetwear slash kind of like, I mean, gym cover stuff too. Like I want it to be gym apparel slash streetwear. And I just didn't know what I wanted to do. Like if I wanted to call it this or that. Like I have some notes right here. Like literally I have like some right here. I was gonna say otherworldly all otherworldly, that's already a tongue twister. I was like, nah, fear no more clothing, blessed and bold, untouchable thoughts, mob affiliate mob, mindful, attentive, like overcome fear, mob clothing, mobster wear, like angel and mob, angelic mob, control your thoughts, conquer your mind, live outside your mind, fearless angels, and solar. And then this is where I was like, nah, hell no, I'm not gonna do this. But like, I try to put my names, like my last names together. I was saying Perez Rangel, so I was gonna try to say like Perez Pergel, or like Pergel, like I don't know. Fear angels, angelic fear, heavenly culture, heavenly aspect, and solar aspect. Like I didn't really, honestly, I was just trying to crank out so many names. None of them were sticking to me until I stuck on these two: cleansed souls or revived souls. And I was leaning more towards revived, but I wanted to get obviously other opinions and see what they liked. And a lot of people were kind of saying revived souls, but the only thing was that I feel like souls, I saw another brand that uses souls, so I'm like, revived, I think I'm gonna say revived. And I'll just have like something, my, I guess you could say my second headline, or my second header, say through Christ. But right now I've been just calling it revived, but I want it to be more Christian, Catholic based, whatever, like Christian based type clothing. Like, and I just want it to be more of me just kind of putting my faith and my religion and other stuff kind of out there, and like emphasizing that it's not cringy to use biblical verses or even just biblical like images. Like, I don't think it's cringy. I think it can actually be used as like a hard fit, low key, like a hard pump cover. But I want it to be kind of streetwear as well. So this is where I make my own logos, and it took me like 2 weeks, or at least, no, honestly, it took me a couple of days actually to really just crank out. No, never mind. It took me a couple of weeks actually. It took me a couple of weeks to really just crank out my logo. I had like so many sketches, so many like literally just drawings. I had like probably 15 plus, 20 plus of just figuring out the name, the spacing, the way I wanted the words to be. But the image in my head was like clear. I wanted it to be an angel, kind of like angel based, or like a human floating in the air, kind of looked like he was being revived. And I wanted the words to kind of symbolize wings. So I was thinking too detailed, I feel like, and I was trying way too hard, and I wasn't even realizing like how words can really just help dictate that. So it took me at least for sure a couple of weeks to just realize maybe I should do this instead, or maybe I should do that instead. So I'm just cranking out sketches, ideas, and literally just boom, boom, until one caught my eye, and I posted it. I posted and be like, which ones do y'all like? On my private story on Snapchat, I was like, which ones do y'all like? Yada yada. And I started going more into depth. I started trying to figure out, what can I do? How do I want it to be? Like the font, like the literally the color, everything. It was such a hard process too, because I'm like, you're trying to like literally, you're making something from scratch. You're literally making something from scratch, and you're trying to figure out, does this look good? Does that look good? People are always going to say, oh, that looks fire, bro, but you feel like you can do more. I wasn't satisfied because I feel like I had more in my tank. What I'm trying to say is that like I felt like I had more in me, what I could have, like there's more in me that I could have done. Like I feel like I don't want to do bare minimum, especially if it's going to be my brand. Like, you want to give bare minimum to your brand? Like, no. So I just kept on trying to figure out more things. Do I like this? Do I like that? No, I don't think I like this. Do I like the spacing? Do I like the thickness, like the font, like the boldness of the font? Or do I like, you know what I mean? Or do I like how the words are flipped? Or does it look better if I do that? Like, until honestly it was like where I couldn't think of anything else, and I was like, okay, I think this is what I'm gonna work with. And it just kept on getting better and better and better and better. And I feel like I was making so much progress day by day, and I was like, dang, yeah, this is going crazy. And then next thing you know, I already got mock-ups. I already got actual, like, not mock-ups, but I actually got like vectorized literally shirts of like the design and everything already done. One of the hardest parts was literally just being creative, and now let's just put it actually into reality. Let's figure out, okay, now we gotta figure out our tech pack. But tech pack, I don't feel like it'll be too hard, just because you just gotta be as detailed as you can, so there's no like mistakes. And then finding a manufacturer, and then literally setting up my Shopify store and just marketing it. And that's where I want to shift it now into marketing. While I'm doing all this, creating my brand, my clothing brand, all that stuff, I have been learning how to do digital marketing. You can call it that. I mean, I've been learning with this one mentor of mine, and some of y'all might know who he is, some might not know. His name is Brez Scales. I'm going through his course, all that stuff, and he's teaching me a lot of things, like literally, like not just the fact that I can help market my own brand, but the fact that I can help market other brands, like not just clothing brands, but like supplement brands, literally like any type of product or digital product, I can help promote that. Like, and not just from like e-commerce stores, which is like online stores. I can actually help local businesses. So it's like, that's what one thing I want to start off with is like, if I can start with local businesses, word of mouth, and just be like, hey, I do this and hey, I do that, like I can help you out. Slowly I gotta, you know, ease my way into it, because it wouldn't matter if I learned all this. You know, I've been doing this like, again, 2 weeks and a half, and I learned so much already. Like literally, like I can show you right here. Literally, like all this stuff, literally all this right here, all this right here, all this right here is literally just me taking notes. It's pretty thick, I ain't gonna lie. Taking notes about how to run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, like how to make actually my own personal brand, like while doing this type of stuff, like certain creatives, which is like just content, like when it comes to videos or images, when it comes to promoting your product, like if it's good or not, or if the web design overall is it user friendly. Like you want it to be simple but effective. So it's like not just also learning that, but like actually learning how to run ads, like what to do if it's not doing good, like turn it off, like, or invest more into this ad than the other ad. So it's like I'm learning, like I learned so much literally, like, and it's all clicking to me, like how to retarget an audience, how to target a lookalike audience. I know all this stuff and I still have a lot to learn, but none of this matters unless I put all what I've learned and put it into action and into play. What's the point of learning all this stuff and I'm not gonna actually try? So this is where I'm like trying to this is where I'm literally reaching out. If you guys have a brand, or you guys have a local business, or you guys know any local business that would want to help at least bring in more into their business, or help sell a product, or like overall just advertise their business or their brand, like you guys let me know. You guys contact me. I will have all my contacts in the bio in this video. Literally, this is what I'm doing. Like I want to show you guys also the process of me learning. Like I want to show you guys behind the scenes of what I've been up to, and that like I don't want to be fake. Like I genuinely don't want to be fake. I just want to show like my true authentic self and like what I've learned and what I'm doing in the process to get to where I want to be in the future. This is literally overall what I've been doing. I've been grinding like nonstop, especially right now that like I'm out of school and I have so much free time right now because I'm not working because of my injury. I'm not letting it put me down, because it's a blessing in disguise, the fact that I'm doing this right now, because I have so much time to lock in. So it's like there's no excuses for me. Like I got all the resources that I need, really just putting it into play. If you got something, if you want to start something, don't wait. Literally, because when you reach a certain point of your life where you wish I would have started, I wish I would have started sooner, I wish I would have done this earlier, because at the end of the day you were like, oh, I made all this money, but I could have made more money if I would have started sooner and lose that fear. So it's like, who am I to say right now? I'm not at a point in my life where it's like I'm satisfied. Yes, I'm satisfied for what I have become to be right now in this moment, but it's like I still got so much more in me where I know I can push out more. I know I can do more. And right now we're so young. I'm 20. I'm so young where it's like I should take the risks. I should invest in certain things that I know, like if I invest my money into this, at least I know if it didn't work out, at least I know that like it didn't work out. Lose that fear overall of like being rejected, of failing, because at the end of the day, we learn from failure, right? Like as a little kid, if we messed up on something or we did something we're not supposed to do, we learn from it because we failed to listen. So now we listen because it's like, oh, I learned from the last time, I shouldn't do that. So it's like, it's literally, we're still kids. Like if you really think about it, we're going to be kids to the day we die. We're going to keep on learning and keep on making mistakes. But it's the fact that we get ourselves up again and time and again. Literally, like I'm telling you, like you just really got to lock in with whatever you want to do in life. And it can be the most simplest thing, literally breaking old habits, making new habits. It don't always got to be financially. Like the fact that you're doing it physically already and mentally, like that's a success that people will never reach. So it's like you really need to lock in and you really need to focus and realize I have so much time in the world, but I don't have all the time in the world, because the more I wait, the more I'm gonna be like, what did I just do with with literally the last 5 years of my life? You know what I mean? So it's like lock in, literally do the most that you can. Like if you have your own business, detailing business, tent business, like anything, I'm telling you, anything, literally like lock into that. And it's okay to ask for help, because there are times where I'm not gonna know shit. Literally, I'm not gonna know shit, and I'm not gonna realize what am I doing. So it's okay to ask for help and realize I don't know what I'm doing, but I need your help. Don't be afraid, or don't let your pride or ego get to you thinking that you don't need anyone. Like we strive off of relationships, us humans. What I've been like literally up to, I've been just grinding my clothing business. Hopefully soon I can just I'm really planning in the summer that I want to drop my new, just my clothes overall, and just market it obviously before the drop, and just learn more and more with the marketing, digital marketing, helping other local businesses and also like bigger brands. But time will tell. Every day that I show up for myself, one day it will be like, wow, I finally reached the level of success that I've been praying for. I've been wanting for so long. But then that's when we're like, what's next? So it's like, that's the one thing I do kind of question myself, is like, will I ever be satisfied? And time will tell. I can't tell right now. Like, honestly, I can't comprehend what's gonna happen in the future. But it's like, what I do know is that the fact that if I show up for myself every day, I will reach the level of success that I want. Anyways, guys, that's like the video right now so far. I'm probably just gonna lock in a little more. I'm probably gonna do more things. Maybe we'll probably see David here in a bit if he comes back home from freaking work, and you'll probably see us lock in. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know yet. All right, guys, it's getting pretty late, so I'm probably not gonna end up linking up with David. But I've been grinding for at least like 2 hours, maybe. But all we've been doing is just to certain people, from local businesses to some clothing to some clothing brands, and I mean, some have responded, some not, but that's part of the game. I mean, literally just trying to get people to talk to you. You know, you don't want to sound like freaking you're a bot or trying to sell them on something. You know, that's not the point of this. You know, you want to build an actual relationship with the client. You know, you don't want to feel like you just want to sell your freaking, or I guess what you're providing for them, because at the end of the day they feel like, yo, okay, why is he pushing or being so greedy or needy with me doing work with him? But it's a nerve-wracking process, one, because I've learned a lot of things already, but actually putting it into play is like different. So it's kind of like hard trying to start and just trying to figure out what to do. And overall, it's just a process. That's something that's going to take me time to really get comfortable, and just not really caring about what people are going to say in return, just being respectful at the end of the day. But overall, hopefully it goes well. Hopefully I'm just going to keep on grinding day by day, and one day it will. One day this will all be worth it. But so right now I'm just going to keep on grinding. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching the video and sticking through to the end. I really appreciate everyone who just likes and takes time out of the video and just likes, comments, and shares, and just, I really appreciate it, guys. But yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys behind the scenes. I hope y'all like it, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Peace, guys.
So what can I say to you?